Well, they put the biggest first, I heard. Biggest in stature, I mean, not the biggest athlete. It's all good, can't wait. I'm going to show you a good leg session. I thought we'd start off the channel with a very intense leg session. We'll start with a bang. The dogs are going to get involved as well. Get them on some hamstring curves. Hey Bets! She's not bothered now. That's it. It's like she's had it fun, she's done. No, it's going to be good. Lots of information for you today, guys. Hopefully you can take away some nice training tips and you can see how I built the quads. I say quads because we're still working on the hamstrings. Right, let's get to the gym. Come on, leg day. Hurry up. Realise we've gone. Sprint over. We'll show you some calves today as well because I'm known for my massive calves. Don't write in the comments. We train the calves 3 times a week this off season. We're going to make them massive. Well, massiver. She's got something. Mabel! Hey! Come here! My legs. What have you been eating? Like some fox shit or something, aren't they? Because it's leg day, there's some extra fuel going in the tank. If you don't know about rice biscuits squared before you work out, they're very easy to digest. Nice bit of carbs influx before the session, especially for legs. Legs and back, I'll have, I'm going to say 2 to 4 of these, depending how I feel. Back maybe 4, because that's weaker. And we need to make this a session and a half, don't we? So gas mark 10's going to go there. I used that the other day when we filmed around Terry, and it's very good.
Can you describe the sensation, the feeling, the buzz?
Well, I didn't shut up. Ryan told me off a few times, didn't he, for talking too much. Well, I got no one to talk to today apart from you, so prepare to get your ears chewed off. Comment below as well. Have you tried the Gas Mark 10 or the other pre-workout by Rawr, Thunderstorm? I would say this one you're going to take if you want more focus and pump with a little bit of stim, and this one's all out because it's formulated by Rob and he's missed it all out. And what is your favourite flavour Rice Krispie Square, because these are the plain ones? Let me know which ones I've got to try next. So yeah, we've done 1 scoop, 20 grams. That was actually about 1 scoop, so hey, they're on it. Giant knives for giant people. Don't lick the knife, kids. Rainbow flavour. Taste the rainbow. Mainly it's like supposed to be Skittles, but you can't say Skittles because it's trademarked, so. Rainbow flavour. Only Rob can tell you what that flavour is. But it tastes very fruity. So I think it's all the colours of the rainbow that refer to different fruits. I'm going to call it mixed fruit. But it's nice. I've tasted some bad pre-workouts in my time, and this one's nice, like there's none of this afterwards. It's good. So, intra-supplement resilience. Why are intra-carbs important? Well, first of all, they're going to fuel your workout. You're going to ensure that you don't break in and burn into muscle tissue, because you're going to have constant flow of glycogen stores, which is basically just energy to push these weights. Stay strong, keep performance high from start to finish. If I didn't have one of these, my performance would tail off a lot quicker. And towards the end of my session, when you've burnt through the food from the pre-workout meal, square bars, you're then tapping into potentially muscle tissue, which is what we want to avoid altogether. I'll tell you why we're talking about supplements as well. Obviously I've been using Rawr supplements now for over a month, so I'm just kind of getting used to what feels good, or just in general how they feel. And one thing I've noticed with training is my joints feel great. Like today, leg workout, I won't use any sleeves or wraps, and it's largely down to the fact that I've been taking the Apex, the joint supplement from Rawr. Whatever is in it, I mean, I know the ingredient profile is very strong, but the mixture of ingredients in there is working its magic on my body. At 36 years old, I thought I was starting to crumble, but I feel good. So that's a mix of a combination of the supplement and I think training the way we're going to train today, which is more of a higher volume approach, slightly less load than what I was doing when I was doing push-pull legs and big rest periods in between the sets. Smaller rest, higher impact session, massive intensity. We're looking at probably 15 to 20 reps per set, not really doing any below 10 sets as I ease myself into this off season. I think a lot of people nowadays, because of Instagram, social media, things people put out there, they're so invested in being strong that your body just can't handle it. Simple as that. Can't handle the weights, and it's only a matter of time before, let's talk about an elastic band, the more you pull it, the more you stretch it, sometimes it's going to break. So if you want longevity in the sport and in life, you can definitely grow muscle and get the same, if not better results by adopting a slightly less load for a higher rep range. So my rep ranges now will be 10 plus, but you'll see in this session, we will hit some high rep ranges in some of the sets. I got a nasty one for leg press planned. And if you imagine blood, or imagine blowing up a balloon. So you blow up a balloon, more air you blow into it, the bigger it expands and stretches. Imagine that being your muscle fascia. So if I blow into that balloon 5 times, 5 reps, it's only going to expand this much. If I blow into it 20 times, it's going to stretch this far. So higher reps, more blood volume, more fascia stretch, more muscle damage. It's going to work, trust me.
Okay, seems that you're fueled up on the gas mark 10. I think it's only fair we do a Rob Pitbull transition into motivation and montage.
Okay. We're starting with the fangina. Do not neglect these. A lot of people will say that's an exercise for girls, but in your front shots, if you've got good adductors, it's going to make your legs look twice as big. And as a man, you don't want a gap. Ladies, a good gap is necessary, but for men, we don't want the gap. So we start on these at the start of the leg session, really fill them out, and then I go into hamstrings. Cheers, dogs. I go into hamstrings after this, when you've got the pump in the adductors, and you just really feel it very nicely. Different ways of doing things as well with the structuring of your workouts. Some people think that doing your compounds first is advantageous because you're going to be your strongest. That's probably how I used to structure my sessions, but through experience, through being a little bit older, looking after my joints, etc., injuries, it's much safer, and you can definitely make as much progress, if not more, by front loading your session with your isolation movements. So when you get to your compound, you'll see you're super warm. Your joints, your muscles, your tendons, they can handle a lot of weight then. Plus you're going to be a little bit fatigued, so you're not going to lift as much as you are when you're super strong at starting your workout. So there's a safety element there, but there's a progression element there as well. So try that, kind of flip the workout on its head, isolation work, and then compound at the end. I'm going to be in pain tomorrow, you know. Oh, I've been in pain all week. My top advice when you've had a bit of a break is ease yourself back in. But you don't want to see me easing back in, do you? So appreciate this. I'm killing myself for you. Make sure you drop some comments about how unfit I look or something, you know. But in seriousness, drop a comment. This channel is going to be massive. What do you want to see on it? Do you want to see me collab with other athletes? What athletes do you want to see collab together? Do you want to see just training? Do you want to see a bit of day in the life stuff as well? Eating? Do you want to see us talk and sit down and talk about certain subjects? Full spectrum, anything goes to a degree. You know, it's got to be YouTube safe. The Blue Raspberry intra-workout resilience is definitely the one. I've had some nasty taking intra-workouts and EAs in my time. Aminos, it tastes like shit, basically. So if you get a good tasting one, stick with it. And this is nice. I imagine as well, if you've got the planning ability, get a big jug, fill it with ice, and have it ice cold. That'd be pretty fucking even more tasty. The last exercise was for the shorten range here. This one really going to emphasise the length and range of the hamstring, so we're going to hit the whole hamstring in those two exercises. So this is just really to finish it off. Straight leg deadlift. It explains itself, but we want to keep as much tension through that back end as possible. So nice and straight. It's only a warm up. Leg extension, my favourite leg exercise. Definitely a staple movement in a leg session. You will not be able to contract your quads in any other exercise better than a leg extension. And today I'm going to put a band on it. Because the machine drops off the weight at the point I want it the most, which is at the top. So basically, at the top of this, there's a big drop off in weight, so it's easier. So to make it harder, I'm going to attach a band to the machine just to maintain that contraction and tension through the whole movement. Definitely give it a try. There's a time and a place to use bands. They're not just for social media. If you understand how to use them and movement patterns and where the weight drops off the machines, they're definitely a good thing to utilise. Oh fuck! What's the matter? Is that hard? You're trying to help? You're trying to help? Good girl. Good girl. Right, so I've never done this one before, but I have these stupid ideas and I hear these stupid ideas and they sound great in a stupid kind of weird, sadistic way. So this one, I was listening to the Rawr podcast with the boys and they're talking about leg training and they actually said there's going to be loads of stupid mother out there that try this and tag us. So I'll be one of them. But 1 plate aside for 10, 2 plates aside for 20, 3 plates aside for 30, and then we go 4 for 40, 5 for 50, 6 for 60, 7 for 70, and 8 plates aside for 80. Now, I'm not stupid enough to know how hard it's going to be. So I think if we say we can get to 5 plates a side for 50, then I'll be happy. If we can get any more than that, I'll give it my all, but I'm not promising anything. But you can go and try it. Comment below when you try it, see how many reps you get. If you beat the giant, hey, I'll have a chat with James, the owner of Rawr, see if we can get the discount code up to 30%. What do you reckon? Probably not, but 20% is good anyway. And just say something, because I'm starting off on 2 plates, because these plates never leave this machine, and they're both 25s, not 20. So we're actually starting on 2.5 plates. So I'm going to do a 10, small rest, then a 20, then we're caught up, then we'll put the 3 plates on. This is definitely not going to be a walk in the park, because it's the reps and the burn that's going to get you. The Rawr t-shirts on, because it's about to get hot in here. Comment below how many reps with how many plates do you think I'm going to fail at? Where am I going to get to? I've got an idea in my head. See if you can get it right. Okay, that's 30. More weight.
How was that?
That was okay, yeah. But my lower back's like seized up. Oh yeah, now that's starting to burn. 40. You can feel it really burning. About 25. The last 15 was just all here. So we'll see what 50 feels like. I'm going to tell you now, 50 was what I had in my head for being able to do, and I think it'd be a challenge. Based on the fact that it's not the weight, but it's the burn. And one thing I'll tell you about legs is you've got to go through that burn, and you've got to make them burn. And that's why I always feel like for legs, a higher rep range or drop sets, supersets, throw as much volume as you can at them, because I think that's the key to growth with the legs. Going through that fucking burn. The burn battle. A lot of people stick to low reps and get really strong, but some of the strongest squatters in the world don't have great legs. It's obviously not the key. It's not everything. It's just a bit of everything in the mix makes the cake. I reckon this one's going to be the set. I think I can get 50.
I think you got 16, yeah.
Just bear in mind as well that there's 5.5 plates aside, not 5 plates, so I'm actually going over and above. That's my excuse in there, really. Let's see what we can get. Mother effers. Oh, okay. can't remember. So, one for good luck. Oh, I think I was 51. But I could have miscounted the reps, so I had to do it just in case. Wow. Yes. That's good and bad. It's good that I did it. But now I've got to do 6 plates. And that's the bad part. Oh. I think every set it's like added a year to my life. I'm getting up a year older from each set. If I get to 80, I think I need a Zimmer frame here. So we'll see. Oh. How do you think I'm getting on? Do or die. You're not going to sit there because you're going to get squashed. 60 reps. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh shit. I think that's 45 on 60. So in total we got 195 reps. Oh God. What can you get? Thing is as well, anyone that uses leg press, it's called the Cybex squat press. There's no drop off. If anything, the weight kind of sits on top of you again at the top of the movement. So when I did like 40 then, I thought I'll just have a little bit of rest at the top, let my legs rest. But the weight is just fucking coming down on you. So there's literally no rest whatsoever. With a 45-degree angle leg press like the pre-core one I've got over there, you can definitely get a little bit of a respite at the top. So either get it on this or I'll give you a little bit of leeway with beating me on reps on the standard leg press. See what you can do. I'm interested. Let's do it. Yeah. Right, so today we've done adductors, we've done lying leg curl, straight leg deadlift, leg extension and leg press. That's 5 exercises for legs. What I'll do through this off season is I'll just slightly increase volume by adding another exercise or adding intensifiers, adding sets in session to those 5 core movements. I'm at that stage now where I like training differently session to session. I've done it in the past where I've had a logbook and I've come in and I've attacked the same session week on week on week, tried to progress. But for me, that got very boring very quick. I kind of felt like I was a slave to the logbook and it wasn't enjoyable. Simple as that. That's all I need to really say. I didn't enjoy it as much as training like this, which is a bit ad hoc. Go off feel, choose exercises that you know feel good. And I'm experienced enough to program a session that I know it's going to be wicked, it's going to hurt, it's going to hit the spot, and I'm going to leave the gym knowing that I've done the job. So now we're going to hit calves. But if you could take anything away from this video, in the main is, I would say put less pressure on yourself, put less pressure on your training, put less pressure on what you've got to lift that day. Just go in there and enjoy it. And if your nutrition's on lockdown, if your sleep's on lockdown, you manage your stress, you're getting the right supplementation, you're hydrated, don't skip out on your salt every meal. Make sure your electrolyte balance is good as well, because all those things collectively are going to ensure that your performance is around about the same each session. So although you're not attacking the exact same exercises, your level of strength and intensity is going to be in the same place. So from that point, you can always progress. And that's where progressive overload comes into effect. It's not just progressing one select list of exercises, it's progressing on all of them. Progressing that intensity that you got from session to session. Jay Cutler used to say his only aim for that day was to be better than yesterday. And that's a great way to attack bodybuilding and attack life. Because if you have got that mindset, you're going to constantly move forward. Yeah, you're going to have your bad days, you're going to have your days where you stall or slip back, but if you make sure that 9 days out of 10 are positive, you're always going to be moving forward. And that is why I've progressed over the years, is because I kind of won more days than I've lost. Job done. So, I'm going to wrap up now before I keel over. I don't know if that's a saying worldwide, but in England it means I'm about to die. Thank you very much for tuning in. As I said through the video, drop a comment about anything you want to see on the channel. I'm going to try and make this channel massive. Collab City with all the athletes on the Rawr team, and who knows, other people in the industry worldwide as well. So let us know what you want to see. Let me know that you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again for another video in the Giant Slayer, or with somebody else on the Rawr team. Peace out. See you later.